Well, hi Leos, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them just a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So, Leos, let's find out what you can expect to come up in your life. Okay, Leos, the overall energy of your reading is a Knight of Pentacles. Wow, this is the slowest moving energy in the whole tarot deck, and I mean tediously slow. It looks like the horse is standing still, but it is moving. There's one foot barely in front of the other. It's bringing a pentacle with it. That means security, stability, groundedness, possibly a commitment, but it is slow. It could take lifetimes, okay? But with this energy surrounding your entire reading, it might be finally getting here. So let me keep reading. Up here in your highest energy, the Queen of Cups. This is water, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. That might be in your chart or around somebody else's chart in this reading. But the energy is what's most important. This is your highest energy, and you do have questions. You're trying to peer into those little windows. This is the only cup in the deck with a lid on it, and it has those little windows, and inside that cup are answers to love questions. So your questions might be like, where's my somebody to move forward in life with? Where's my lifetime partner? Where are they? What's happening? Or when is that offer ever coming in? Or any questions you might have about love. That's what this card is about. And you've really been like in your head trying to figure out the answers. So the Queen of Cups, male or female, they're all male or female, is right next to the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is right above the Knight of Pentacles. So this is about something brewing, okay? Something's brewing within you. And it's like it's coming from the bottom of your feet. And it's brewing, and it will come out your mouth eventually. And it's all about a fresh start and a new beginning, okay? So above that Knight of Pentacles, there's something that's going to come up that you're going to want to have to say. It might be a declaration, or it could be a promise. It could be just a statement of some sort, or a question. So it has to do with love, and it has to do with this security and stability, about commitment or groundedness in a relationship. We have the Page of Pentacles right next to the Page of Wands. It is about your future. Whatever is coming up, it's going to be about your future. Here, the Page of Wands, your energy trying to see into that pentacle, like your future. And, wondering about the groundedness, the security and stability here. Wondering, when is it going to get here? When is it going to arrive? Well, the surrounding energy is the Knight of Pentacles, so it might be coming in. Let's just keep reading. Under the Queen of Cups is the Wheel of Fortune. This is the universe in action. The wheel is spinning and spinning. And so it's trying to move you forward for your better. Wheel of Fortune, for your better. You can't stop that universe from moving you forward. You can delay it sometimes, but you cannot stop it, and it will eventually happen. And that's telling me, that's right next to the Knight of Pentacles. I think it is coming in, because it's spinning right towards that Knight of Pentacles. And then I have the Fool on the other side of the Knight of Pentacles, right under the Page of Pentacles, right between the two. I feel like you're in a relationship that you kind of leaped into and threw caution to the wind. It's probably a very fun and carefree type relationship. That's probably how it started. But I think now you're starting to look forward, like thinking, oh, I think I want to, move forward in this relationship. It's not, The Fool is a really fun energy, like I said. They usually find themselves at the edge of a cliff in a place of making decisions. Either that or they go off the cliff and have a tower moment. But I feel like you're in a relationship right now, or will be very soon, in a carefree, throwing caution to the wind, not worrying about the future, and then you find yourself worrying about the future. All right? So the Wheel of Fortune is here, and they're trying to make you or help you to move forward. There's a lot of stress right under the Wheel of Fortune. Anxiety, confusion, being up in your head over this change of ideas about where you want this relation to go. I don't even think you were thinking about where this relation might go. You were just living in the fun of it. But now you are. And so, yeah, you're like, oh, I don't know if they feel the same. What have I got myself into? This is like those kind of thoughts. And you can feel the wheel pulling and pushing you towards wanting more from a relationship. Because right now, it's like being breadcrumbed. You're not on the same page. So it's like barely feeding each other enough to keep the relationship going. It's throwing your scales off balance now. You're really up in your head. You're confused. You are anxious, and things are changing with you. So something's going to have to be said, and it will be said about your feelings, and that you're thinking that you might want to move forward in this relationship. Right next to the Six of Pentacles and under the Fool's energy is the Three of Wands. So hanging on to a staff, fresh starts and new beginnings here. Hanging on to a staff, a fresh starts and new beginnings here. Looking out over the ocean, that's actually an ocean out there, and there's 3 ships out there. Real small, they're way out there. Wondering if this is your ship that's come in. Is this your ship? I don't think you really expected to be thinking that way, but you are now. And so you're going to have to find out, how they feel about this relationship. Are they on the same page as you? Pull my sleeves up. Kind of bothering me. So, Leos, we need to find out what else is going on here. What else does the universe have for you in this reading? For Leo's universe. Oh my gosh, okay. We got the Queen of Swords here up on your highest energy line. This is about, well, first off, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius that might be strong in your chart or someone else's chart. It's an air sign. But more importantly, the energy is about seeking that truth. And here, see, it's brewing. It's brewing. It's on your mind. These are the 2 highest energies in the whole reading, that Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. So, it's brewing. And there you are, seeking the truth, wanting to know, do they feel the same way? What is the truth of this relationship? And then you speak your truth. And your truth, it might be that you're afraid that you might end up getting hurt now again. Again. Why did I say again? Because it probably is again. We got the 3 of Swords here. So you're wondering if there's someone else that they're seeing, because, see, they're breadcrumbing the relationship. You're living in the energy of the Fool, which is just carefree, thrown caught. It's not worrying about anything. And I think that's why they're so slow to offer, any type of security or stability. So you're wondering if they're seeing someone else. You're afraid to ask, but it's brewing. And it's going to come to a point where you're going to have to ask and come right out with it. You're afraid that this could backfire, that this could end up breaking your heart if you get the truth. And the truth is, yeah, they're seeing someone or others. So next to the 3 of Swords is the 5 of Swords. So this is you. They're holding 3 swords here. And there's 2 more on the ground. And looking back at watching them fade off into the distance. So whoever this is, I think does have somebody else. There's three here. You holding the three swords here, you get your truth and clarity. And also we have the Three of Pentacles right here. You've been being breadcrumbed. I feel like there is somebody else and the truth will come out and you're not going to like it. Because your feelings are becoming involved in this relationship. I don't think their feelings really are, but I see something that is going to make this so worthwhile here in this reading. So, Three of Pentacles, not seeing eye to eye on how to move forward in this relationship. So, you take all that truth, you take all that clarity under this Three of Swords, and you begin to move away from rocky waters towards a smoother, calmer place in your life with truth, with clarity. It takes some work, okay, to do that, but you're doing it. And on your journey here, away from this relationship, here comes another offer. Now, this is a sincere love offer. This is not the energy of the Fool. This is someone who really, wants to see, wants to get to know you better. So they're offering a cup of coffee, a walk, a dinner, something, anything. To can I have your phone number? This cup has lots of room for love. So they're very sincere, male or female. They're all male or female. So this is what's happening. You leave this relationship behind, which is difficult. You might have already done that or in the process of doing that. And then an offer comes in here. And when this offer comes in, it does remind you, okay, it's right under the Five of Swords. You do wonder about, whether this is going to turn out to be the same kind of relationship, but it won't, because the Fool's energy is getting behind you. So then we have the King of Pentacles. See, you were looking at the Pentacles here, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, the universe, has been trying to move you past this relationship. Because the universe knows what you want. And they want you to be happy. They always do. Your guardian angels, your spirit guides, they really want you to be happy. So, in order to accept this cup, this relationship has to go by the wayside. So, the King of Pentacles, right after the Knight of Cups, right below the Three of Pentacles. This is someone who is grounded. This is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Might be strong in your chart or in someone else's chart around this reading. The actual coming in of the pentacle here, the slow energy, I think it's right here. Because we go from the Knight of Pentacles, now we have the King of Pentacles. This is why you had to move forward. You wonder why all this had to happen. This is why. So another offer can come in, the right offer. They have the Pentacle. This is the King, okay, male or female. They have the Pentacle. There's no third party associated with this person. They are totally focused on that Pentacle there. They are grounded, secure, stable, and committable. And the King of Pentacles is right next to the Lover's card. This is a divine soulmate coming in with an offer. You've been lovers in another life. You're going to continue that relationship in this life. There's your guardian angels and spirit guides. Remember, I just saying, the universe, they're trying to move you forward for your better. So there's reasoning, there's reasons here. They're trying to bring you back together with a divine soulmate you've been lovers with in another life. This is why you have to move forward from this other carefree relationship. So, next to the Lovers here is the High Priestess. So the High Priestess, this is the card in the tarot deck of intuition and knowing. So this tells me that if you just pull back that pomegranate curtain, listen to what yourself is telling you, you probably already feel this energy. You probably already know that you had to move forward from this energy. The truth had to come out for you to move forward. And there's a reason for that. And the reason is this other offer. And it will be coming in, if it hasn't already, their divine soulmate. You will know it when this offer comes in, okay? Because you're divine soulmates. And there will be a connection instantly, some kind of spark instantly between the two of you. They do have a pentacle. You're going to be wondering whether or not they're going to have a pentacle. They do. And just follow your intuition on this one. You're not going to be able to deny it, where this high priestess is sitting. So trying to get your answers here with that Queen of Cups, coming out with it, you know, just asking for the truth. It kind of gets that wheel in motion, moves you forward, and it helps that Knight of Pentacles come forward as a King of Pentacles, male or female, like I say. Now, one more card for this reading, and it's the bottom card, and it is that confusion over the Pentacles, the security, the stability of this past relationship, the Two of Pentacles. So the breadcrumbing, that's what it does, is it gives you hope for a long-term relationship one day, and then it like lets you down the next day, and then you got hope, and then you didn't, or it's just, oh, it's awful. It's like being on a roller coaster ride with this relationship. So seeking that truth about, you know, you have to, because you need to get off the roller coaster. Who wants to stay on that forever? You can't. And you're up in your head, you're stressed, you're anxious, you're finally come out with it, and it's all for your better, because somebody very divine is coming in for you that has a pentacle. So wow. Thank you very much for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.